I read the book Xone Of Contention, which is the 23rd book in the Xanth series by Piers Anthony. This book involves the couple Edsel and Pia, who are having marital troubles. And Edsel is a software developer. So there are various chances for puns involved there, such as Microsoft becomes macro hard, Windows becomes doors, the web becomes mesh. And Edsel and Pia are getting along. So Edsel stumbles upon a interface to Xanth via this zone where he is able to travel in an illusion between the two worlds. Well, this intrigues the couple, and a meeting is set up to have Edsel and Pia switch with a couple in the Xanth world, so one can go to Mundania and one can go to Xanth, occupying the other bodies. Well, Chlorine is the consort to the demon Nimby, and there's another story involved there. So they do switch places, and one goes to Xanth, the other couple goes to Mundania, and there's separate stories involved there. Well, the couple Edsel and Pia, on their travel in Xanth to view the world, they come across a tree, Coventry, which is a magical tree, and the tree sends out a distress call via a series of illusions that the Edsel and Pia discover. It turns out that the Coventry tree is being damaged by flooding from a melting glacier, and it turns out that there's a demon CO2 pun CO2 involved there, where the glacier is melting due to the region of the glacier being heated up. So the couple has to try to solve this mystery, and Pia gets interested in the environmental aspect of it. This book cover illustrates one scene from the book. In the middle there's a tree with a web feet, which is a paradox, pun paradox, that they get to travel in. The couple is in the boat. And as part of their quest to solve the environmental problem with the melting glacier, they have to cross the chasm, which is a mile deep gap in the land of Xanth. The paradox can't cross the chasm, so they enlist the help of these two harpies, male harpies, who in exchange for the person Edsel leading into to the circus, because male harpies continually cuss heavily, they want to know where is the circus. So the exchange is made, and the pair cross the chasm via the help of the male harpies. And this is one of the illustrations from the book. Turns out later that this paradox gets some of its feet damaged and has to visit a quack doctor who have the feet healed. The quack doctor came from Mundania, but he has some magical powers in the land of Xanth. So when Mundanians cross to Xanth, sometimes they can gather some powers. Piers Anthony continues his stick where involving the women wearing panties, and this is laced throughout the book. This means that in Xanth, that whenever men glance at women's panties or get a glance at women's panties, they are freaked out. That is, they have to, they can't move, they're frozen in place while the panties are in view. Turns out if the woman has no panties at all and the man gets a glimpse of her private parts, it doesn't work that way. They are interested, but it's not exactly freaked out. So Piers Anthony is fixated on panties of women for some reason or another, and they're throughout a number of his books. Pia and Edsel have to travel back in time to solve this problem with the demon code 2, and they have to try to find out how to, first of all, change the weather and how to capture him. Well, I'm not going to give away what happens there, except to say that all turns out at the end, and in sort of a trick, the demon code 2 is captured. Likewise, there's a lesser story going on with Chlorine and Nimby in the land of Mania. If the demon Nimby can stay in the mundane world for 3 days, he wins the bet with another demon. And again, I will not give out the ending of the book as to how they get out of it, but you can be certain that everything turns out well in the end. I would grade this book a grade of B. It's another solid Xanth novel with the typical trials, tribulations of the characters and typical visiting of the certain locales that are well known in Xanth. So if you're into Xanth, I would recommend the book. And what I'm going to try to do is find more Xanth books and review them too, because Xanth is giving a diversion to me. It's somewhat pleasurable to read these books. They are meant for juveniles, of course, but that doesn't stop me. I still read them anyway. Thank you very much, and I hope to have more books in the future.